What is going on, guys? This is KNasty39 here. Welcome back to an episode of the Moneyball franchise, episode 8. Year 3 is in the books. We did not make the playoffs in year 3. Year 1 we did. Year 2 we sucked. Year 3, 84 games. We won, but we weren't even close to make the playoffs. 10 out of the division, 7 out of the wild card. Now with this franchise, you guys are new to it. We have a $25 million payout for all major and minor league players. Makes it tough, hence the name Moneyball with the A's. So, yeah, we do have a lot of players already locked up for next year, but let's go into the offseason, see what happens. No one on our team retired. I do see Justin Verlander retired. Should be a Hall of Famer. How many career strikeouts? 3,181. 235 wins. Does not make the Hall of Fame. That's a crock of shit. All right, we do need a manager, so we'll take care of that. We have 0 exclusive free agent negotiations, so let's sim a few days. And let's take a look at what we got. So arbitration, we got Jake Junis is up for arbitration. He was a steal. I think he made like $800,000 last year. A 2.85 ERA. The year before he pitched 16 innings with an 8.82 ERA. I knew he was going to be good because that walks per down was pretty solid. I would like to keep him around. The budget's got to be right. 3.5 is really pricey. I'm going to offer him arbitration. I'm going to put it at 2. Yeah, last year he made 800,000, so see if we can get him for 2. Edgar Santana had a pretty good year at the bullpen, a 3.04 ERA, but we don't want to overpay too much for bullpen arms. 2.2 million. I'm gonna offer him arbitration. I'm gonna put him at $1 million. It's a little pricey, but we'll see what we get. And if the arbitrator, I think, sides with the player, we'll probably end up trading these guys. Nick Anderson was a good bullpen piece for us, a 3.3 ERA, 57 innings. Hopefully he's a little more. 1.8. How much money did he make last year? 500,000. Let's put him at 1 million as well. If not, we'll find cheap bullpen arms. But I like to keep the guys who have pitched well. Broxton. Now he only hit 238. Did hit 15 home runs. He also 19 bags. OPS wasn't even 700. But his WAR was 3.1 because 85 fielding is really good than 86 arm. That being said, 2.9 is way too much. I'm just going to sign him to then trade him. He will not be on our team next year. That is 100% certain. John Gant was a reliever we got mid-season from Miami. 3.45 ERA. A guy I don't want to overpay. 1.4 is too much again. I'm going to put my arbitration. He was at 1.4 last year. I'm going to bring it down to 1.2, see if we can get him. Harold Ramirez had a disappointing year. The year before, he hit 310 with 18 home runs. This year, he hit 230 with the same 18 home runs. How much does he want a year? 2 million. I'm going to sign him. He will be traded as well. So now if you're wondering, can we go over the 25 million in the offseason? The answer is yes. The theory, you don't pay players in the offseason, so we can go over the amount. But when the season starts, we got to be under that amount. Now, Suzuki we got in a trade, had a great 30 innings for us. He's an 8 potential, 80 overall. Switch hitting too. I could give him a 3-year deal at $900,000, but we can bring that down because they, for some reason, are okay with it. And we can have him be a 3-year deal at $56,000. That's a steal. Batista, who pitched all right, 3.88, not great, but not bad. Contract renewable with him. We can do a 2-year deal, probably something very similar. Can we bring that down? We can do, okay, let's just do 2 at, $550? That's fair. Carlos Martinez, a catcher, who I don't want to overpay too much. 70. Actually, I'm going to bring it up to 80,000, I believe, so that he will sign it. But Brian Keita, who was a high pick for us, in 116 innings with 3.26 ERA, a 3-year deal. Oh, we can have the super cheap, and he is definitely going to be a part of our rotation. So let's do that. 66,000 a year. Akil Baddoo, who did struggle, and we got him as a trade, but hopefully we can get him cheap. Worst case, he could be our 4th outfielder for us, but he's going to be super cheap at like 46,000. The rest of these guys, there's a couple more I want to show you guys, so I'll show you them, and then I'll just sign the rest, and then we'll move forward with the offseason. Yastrzemski, if I can get him for like the super cheap amount, I'll keep him. More than 500,000, I will. Okay, I'll keep him because he's a guy who, worst case, would be a 4th outfielder. $30,000 he'll sign. And then Edgar Rainy, another young pitcher for us. 37 innings, a 4 ERA out of the bullpen as our long man. He might not be a starter for us, so hopefully I can do the same thing. Another cheap 3-year deal. I think him and Keita will both be parts of our rotation next year. But I think that's it. I am now just going to sign the rest of these guys, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of the offseason. Alright, so made those offers. We have no one eligible for the Rule 5 draft, so let's just in a few days. We're obviously not going to be players in free agency, but let's see kind of what happens in the scope of the American League West, at least. And the Angels do get Bear Claw. I'm not too worried about that. Bradley's a Cub. Fulton Newitz, I always get his name wrong, is a Red Sox. Davinsky's a Cubs. Looks like the Cubs are making moves. Cishek is a Brave. Freddie Freeman's a Cub. Andrew Miller's a Brave. Francisco Lindor's a Cub. Braves and Cubs. Braves and Cubs. Kimbrel's an Indian. Okay. Conforto's a Red Sox. So far, though, the American League West has been pretty quiet. Kluber's a Red Sox. Let's take a look real quick at tender contracts. I think everyone signed there. Take a look at arbitration. We just offered arbitration to these 4 guys. So our budget currently is already at $30 million. We are going to have to, but like Broxton will be gone. Barnes, I think we're going to move on to him with Harold Ramirez. I won't make our moves for the offseason until after arbitration is done. So, might as well just sim. All right, we have one too many guys on the roster. I actually want to cut maybe a couple for the simple fact of I may add a guy in the Rule 5 draft, so I want to have a spot to get someone. So, DJ LeMahieu's a Diamondback. Seager's a Brewer. So, this has been a good offseason. Profar's an Indian from the Orioles. So Ethan Hankins and Bobby Bradley, a couple of prospects. Schwarber's a Tiger. All right. Javi Baez is a Giant. Brandon Belt is an Angel. So, the Angels are making a couple moves. Brandon Lowe's a Red for Nick Lodolo and Blake Tran. All right, Rule 5 draft. So, we're going to have the 17th pick in next year's Rule 5 draft, or Rule 4 draft, excuse me. Anyone really available that I would like? Kendall Graveman has really good walks per 9. He is up for arbitration, but I think he would be decent with us. Right now, our rotation is Tyon, Manea, Junis, Gonzalez, Keita, and Rain. We really don't need a starter. I might move on from... Well, I do want Jake Junis if I can get the money right. Gonzalez is worth it. Maeda had a 3.18 ERA, but he's making $3 million. So I'm going to take Graveman as like an insurance policy. No, he's up for arbitration, and I might move on from my Kenta Maeda. So, but I think that was, we got a player. Now I do have to offer him arbitration because that's what he's up for. Now, what does he want for a contract? 1.3 million. Let's just do. The Athletics have offered Braveman. Okay, we already did that. So I'm just going to see what happens in arbitration with him. So, JD Martinez is a Giant. That's good. Guy's going to win MVPs in the National League now. All right, so John Gant, they decided with Gant, $1.4 million. This is contract. Nick Anderson, they signed with Anderson, $1.7. Junis, they signed with Junis, $3.4. Damn it. All right, Graveman, they sided with us, so $559,000 for him. Santana, I was Santana, 2.1. All right, we need to take care of we need a manager, actually. How often do you not have a manager going into like the last week before freaking spring training? He brings down blocking, but he brings up durability. So we'll get Glenn Hoffman. Now, what is our budget now? Probably like 40? 39. So, Broxton gone. Junis probably will be gone, unfortunately. 3.5 is really expensive. But that's $7 million right there. And then Barnes will be gone. Maeda will be gone. Harold Ramirez, Santana. You know, I'm going to wait. Junis will be the last guy we trade. But let's get rid of Broxton. Let's see what we need. We need to get rid of Broxton. We need some bullpen because Santana, Anderson, and Gant are all gone. Now, we do have Suzuki and some young guys. We're going to need a catcher. Amaya's not ready. I would like to get, Kai Boom, we could rock with him. Good defensive. He can't hit. Carlos Martinez, again, good defensive guy, and he's super cheap. We don't need a first baseman. We don't need a second baseman. We don't need a third baseman. We don't need a shortstop. Outfield, Josh Naylor can probably be our DH. He was great last year. We are going to need some outfielders. Maybe we rock with Carlson next year to start the year, or maybe I'll keep him in the minors. We'll see, but we do need some outfielders, so let's go find some. So Broxton is going to be a centerpiece. So Austin Hayes making $41,000. That's a great contract. These contracts are renewable. Not much power. Not great fielding. They would do it, though. I think $41,000 for a guy. But is he better than like Corey Ray? Let's try to find better. Anthony Alford's out there. Let's see. Reyes is now 7 mil. Andrew Tolles is 700,000, but that great contact versus right. Let's do that. Let's get Andrew Tolles. So there we go. There's an outfielder. Now other guys, we want to get rid of Harold Ramirez. We do want another outfielder still. Trevino, nothing crazy there. Dave Martinez, great contact, good speed. He's 24 years old. Last year at 274 home runs, 16 stolen bases, but only had 211 at bats. They do want more than just Harold Ramirez, which makes sense. Maybe give up like Edgar Santana and Nick Anderson, and they'll do the deal, and that saves us $6 million. So now, what is our budget looking like? 30. I think we can probably figure this out and keep Junis. We do want to get a catcher, get rid of Gant, and then let's try to figure out the rest. And Maeda. I think we can keep Junis for that money, but we're going to get rid of Kenta Maeda, which is fine because our rotation is Tyon, Junis, Gonzalez, and the two young guys with Reina and what's the other dude's name? Kita. Sorry. So let's go find a catcher. Adley Rutschman, he's making a little too much, 1.3 million. Let's try to find someone making under $1 million if we could. We may not be able to find that, but if we can keep Junis. Dom Nunez, 700,000, good can't really field. Did hit 19 home runs last year. Good discipline. I like him. There's also Reese McGuire, better defensive guy, but I like Nunez. So let's include Austin Barnes, include Gant. They want a little bit more. All right, I might include Spencer Kaiboom. I like him, but we have other guys we can use as backups. And maybe I can get like a reliever or something, a cheap reliever. Eric Ullman, he's only a 70 overall C potential, but he's only 19. So we get a guy, maybe he turns into something. Anyone else you can maybe get? Maybe nothing crazy, but just like another player, you know? Adrian Rodon, okay, third baseman, a prospect. It's just another body we may want to trade. That saves us a lot of money, and that's our catcher. So now we need to get rid of Maeda, but our rotation's going to be fine. Do I want another bullpen piece? We have Batista. Yeah, we want more bullpen help. That's what we need. Guys who can help us out now, who are cheap. Juan Estrada's making $500,000. Last year he pitched really well. They'll do it straight up for Maeda. Okay, I'll do that. What is our budget now? $24 million. We are under what we need to be. This is perfect, and we can keep Jake Junis and Paul DeJong. Now the $1 million question is, do we have enough bullpen help? I think Graveman will be a great long man. And with the two young guys, I think having a great long man is important. So let's take a look at the team. So rotation, Tyon, Junis, Gonzalez, Kita, and Reina. And we'll have Graveman on the team, and Arroyo will probably start the year in the minors. Bullpen, Estrada, Batista, Ruiz. Ruiz did pitch well in very limited action last year, but a 1.93 ERA at 18 innings. And then we do have Suzuki. Not a great bullpen. Nunez is our catcher. Martinez will be the backup, and he's making nothing. Amaya can speed in the minors one more year. He's only 22. First base, Matt Olson. Second base, Michael Chavis. Third base is Chapman. Shortstop, DeJong. Outfield, we got, or DH will be Naylor. Tolles will be left. Dave Martinez in center. And I'll probably put Corey Ray in the outfield as well, and we'll keep Carlson in one more year in the minors. Maybe we call him up if he's just killing it in the minors. We still have Sean Lincoln, too, who's close to being an important player for us. But I like this team. I like him. So, let's go to spring training. And make sure he accepted our position. Let's take a look at contract extensions. Maybe we can sign a guy or two. Jake Junis making 3.5 this year. Could I bring that down to 3 next year? How about this? I'll give you 2 with a player option. There we go. So he's going to make $3 million for this next year and the year after that. Juan Estrada's making $500,000. Contract is renewable next year. So if I can get this the year after next for $450, $480, then I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm not going to do anyone else. So let's go to the regular season. let's build up this lineup and everything, and then that will be the video. So Tyon, Junis, Gonzalez, Reyna, and Kita. Let's turn Arroyo to a reliever instead of a starter. Actually, let's try. Who are guys with bad? That's the thing. Guys with bad stamina, I kind of want to turn them into relievers. Reyna's stamina is 75. Kita's is 84. Hollis is 7. Let's change Hollis into a reliever. And he can be on the Major League team this year. There we go. So, is Hollis already on it? So, he is not. I'm going to send... I'll keep Arroyo on it for now. How did he pitch last year? 6 ERA. I'll give him a chance because he's making $50,000. Suzuki's our closer. Bullpen is a little iffy. But the lineup should be good. Dave Martinez leading off, I like. Tolles, Chapman, Olsen de Jong, Naylor, Chavis, Nunez, and then I'm going to want Corey Ray instead of Yastrzemski. I actually like that lineup. That lineup looks really good. So that should be fine. And like I said, just take Yastrzemski out, put Corey Ray in. And in the National League, they have Martinez DHing, but I want Josh Naylor DHing. They have Corey Ray batting second. I'm going to have Paul DeJong bat second. And they have that there. So I think that's going to be good. Let me just make sure no one is that I forgot to call up. Hollis, I will keep in the minors for one more year, but is a guy I might call up. And, all right, closers, yep. Maybe these guys perform well. I'll call them up. They're young. We don't have, like, a great backup first baseman, but I think Perez can play first, right? No, second, third, short. Then we don't have a backup first. I know Josh Naylor can play first. Yeah, okay. We have a lot of outfielders. Maybe I'm going to send down Baду. I would like to call up an infielder. Is that Gavin Lux, I guess? No, it's called Noisy. Great discipline, too. Let's call him up. And see what let's make sure our scouts are good. And take a look at our top prospects and what we're ranked. So our scouts, East, International, Central, West. Can we improve any? We cannot. Let's take a look at what we're ranked at. So the Mariners are 18th. The Rangers are 28th. We're 21st. Angels are 13th. Astros are 16th. Take a look at top prospects. What do we got? Any big ones? Who is this? That guy looks really good. He's only 19. Who is the best Oakland Athletic prospect? Amaya's at 25. Dylan Carlson's at 30. Wow, I thought Carlson would be higher. Maybe a closer drop at the back of it. Nope. So I'm excited. Let's see how we do. I'm a little worried about the bullpen. That is my biggest worry. What do you guys think? Is the bullpen going to be good enough? I don't know, but we'll see. If not, we do have young guys, or we can maybe make trades, as you can see before I end the video. Budget right up the top, $24 million this year. We are under the 25 are under. So we'll see how we do this year. That'll be in the next video. If you guys enjoy this, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new, all that fun stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.